Hey, good evening, y'all. I've been incognito for a minute. Uh, for the most part, all I can say is I'm glad that January is over. That was the hardest 31 days of my life. Um, Around the close to the second week of January, I got real sick, and I couldn't keep nothing down. I was throwing up, and I didn't know what was wrong with me. I thought it was related to the cold that I got in late December. But at that time, I was getting over the cold. I had gotten all the mucus out for the most part. I was feeling a lot better. I wasn't feeling stuffy. But then I was getting sick in another way. So it started getting worse. I was throwing up on both ends. I kept feeling this real nasty taste in my mouth. I lost my appetite, and I couldn't eat, couldn't drink, couldn't keep nothing down. So couldn't sleep. I was nauseated. If I'm probably not saying that right, please forgive me. Very nauseous, very nauseous. Oh, I felt terrible. I've never felt that way before in my life. So I believe it's the 19th. I made myself get up and go to emergency. I didn't want to go nowhere because I would walk from my bedroom to the bathroom and I would be tired. You hear me, tired, and I knew I had to go to emergency. So I went on to emergency and they admitted me. Oh my God. I was like, I thought they was going to say, oh, you just got a real bad stomach bug. We're going to, give you this prescription. You should be okay. They admitted me to the hospital. So after they did my blood work, come to find out, I had pancreatitis. My pancreas was inflamed. And first of all, I'm not a drinker. Usually, people who are very hard drinkers, they get pancreatitis. I barely drink socially. So that wasn't it. So they checked my gallbladder. And my gallbladder was okay. I didn't have no big, large stones. It wasn't inflamed. So it didn't come from my gallbladder. Thank God. Because when your gallbladder is messed up and it has your pancreas inflamed, a lot of times they have to remove that. Oh my goodness. I just couldn't imagine staying in there for surgery. But so anyway, that wasn't it. So when the doctors, they gave me something for my stomach, something that they had, and it helped. It helped a little bit. It gave me 50% relief. They kept asking me, was I in pain? No, I wasn't in pain. Usually when your gallbladder is messed up, there's pain. I wasn't in pain. So they told me that they think that I picked up a bug somewhere, or ate something, or maybe it was hand-to-hand contact. No, I do not think it was that. But uh, yeah, I was in bad shape. I was pretty bad shape. I had injured my kidneys, so I had to stay um on that. They had to put me on the bag so they can give me water intravenously. And the first day I was in there, I couldn't eat anything solid. I could only eat liquids. They had me on a liquid diet. So I was still, I had began to regain my appetite, and I was eating the hospital food. So that I knew by that I was doing better. So they were telling me, first they were like, I went on a Wednesday, and first they were like, well, we might let you go at Thursday evening. I was like, no. I knew that had to be wrong. And then they said it's got to be Friday. You got to do at least 2 days in the hospital. So they released me, and I went home, and I'm still very weak. I had to contemplate to make myself get up so I could put some money in the bank to keep bills from bouncing. I knew I had to pay my rent in a few days, and I just didn't even want to think about that. But as soon as I got home, my appetite left again. Oh my God, I couldn't eat. And I'm like, oh wow, my appetite is gone. I had a little diarrhea. I was I threw up about a couple of times. One time a lot, threw up a lot. But then by Monday I was okay. My uh, appetite started coming back, and by Tuesday it was on. I was eating all times of the day. So I just had to take some precautions and um, get back into my daily activities a little at a time. So I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I might be able to say that I'm doing better than I was even before I got sick. Now, I'm kind of thinking that what caused that pancreatitis, uh, it was either these enzymes that I was taking that I got from Whole Foods. Now, the reason why I'm kind of thinking that it could have been that because the doctors told me that I had just an overabundance of enzymes just sitting, just like floating on top of my pancreas. Another thing that I think was one of my medications. Um, I'm diabetic, so I take metformin. Then I had some Glenpride on the side that I don't take very often. I only take it when my sugar gets too high, and the Glenpride helps bring it down quicker than the metformin. So I started taking the metformin for like 2 weeks because I had ran out of my not the metformin. I'm sorry. I started taking the Glenpride because I ran out of my metformin, and I couldn't get my doctor to refill uh, the metformin and send it to the pharmacy. And come to find out that my doctor's clinic just closed all of a sudden. No notice, no nothing. So I couldn't get my prescription filled. So I was taking that Glenpride in place of the metformin, which you're not really supposed to do on the regular. It's just for, when you need it. So finally, I had to change doctors just to get my prescriptions filled because I already felt that I shouldn't have been taking that Glenpride like that in place of my metformin. So I don't know if the metformin caused it or if it was the enzymes that I bought from Whole Foods or if it was a combination of the two. I just know that one of them or both caused my pancreatitis. So um, they tell you to make sure whatever you did to cause that, don't do it no more. So I threw all that Glenpride out. I had a bunch of Glenpride. I threw that shit out. I had a few tablets, capsules of the enzymes up. I threw all that out. Won't be going there no more. So I'm doing well. Like I said, I haven't really worked I didn't work past the first week of January because I was so sick. And the only thing is now I've gotten into this lazy mood of being in the house and chilling, and I really don't want to go back to work. Thank God I'm self-employed, but I got to go back. So I'll be going back next weekend. I would have went back this weekend, but we had some bad weather this weekend. It rained like crazy Friday, Thursday, a little Saturday. So I don't know how Sundays are. Tomorrow's gonna be. It might be okay. I might attempt to go to work. I'm not sure. All I know is I've gotten into a real lazy mood, but it's time to get up. And I'm just grateful that the Most High um, helped me save money last year. I was saving more money than I ever saved last year. Um, and that's the money that's helping me, pay my bills as I recuperate. But like I said, I'm good now. I would like for you all to pray for me and my health. My New Year's resolution is this year is to get totally healthy and be happy and just heal all the way around, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, healing. This is my healing year, and I plan to fight for that. But of course, I want the I want the money, and I would prefer to get a new car. My car keep breaking down. It's time to just get a new one. I want all that stuff, but I want to prioritize my healing and my happiness. And like I said, I ask y'all to pray for me. Thank you for listening. Signing off. Peace.